Hello, preschoolers. Today I have a story called Inch by Inch by Leo Lionni. And in this story, there is a little critter called an inchworm who will be doing some measuring. So let's find out what that inchworm measures. Inchworms are very small. They're about 1 inch long. Let's see what he measures. One day, a hungry robin saw an inchworm, green as an emerald, sitting on a twig. He was about to gobble him up because birds like to eat little worms like inchworms. Uh-oh, poor little inchworm. Don't eat me. I am an inchworm. I am useful. I measure things, said the inchworm. Is that so, said the robin. Then measure my tail. So there's the inchworm, and there's the robin. Do you think that little inchworm can measure the robin's tail? Let's see if he does. That's easy, said the inchworm. There he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. So he's using his body, which is 1 inch long, to kind of inch along the robin's tail and measure. And he said that the robin's tail is 5 inches. Just think, said the robin, my tail is 5 inches long. And with the inchworm, he flew to where other birds needed to be measured. So there's the inchworm on the robin's back, and they're flying off to measure more birds. The inchworm measured the neck of the flamingo. Oh, look at this long flamingo neck. Do you think that will be more inches than the robin's tail? I think so. It's pretty long. He measured the toucan's beak. So this is a toucan bird, and look at that long beak. Do you think that that beak is more inches longer than the robin's tail too? Maybe. And he measured the legs of the heron, inching his way down, and the tail of the pheasant. Oh, the pheasant has a long tail. And the whole hummingbird. The hummingbird is so tiny that the inchworm measured the whole bird from the tail to the beak. I'll bet that whole bird is fewer inches than the robin's tail. It's pretty little. One morning the nightingale met the inchworm. Measure my song, said the nightingale. But how can I do that, said the inchworm. I measure things, not songs. Measure my song or I'll eat you for breakfast, said the nightingale. Then the inchworm had an idea. I'll try, he said. Go ahead and sing. The nightingale sang and the inchworm measured away. He's measuring his way down this long blade of grass. He measured and measured. Oh, let's see where he is. Oh, look there now. He's on the ground measuring through the tall grass. There he is, inch by inch. He's making his way through the tall grass until he inched out of sight. And there's the inchworm. Do you see him hiding there? He inched his way through the grass and away from the nightingale until he was safe. That was a pretty smart inchworm. Well, today I'm going to be doing some measuring, and I'm going to use, I don't have an inchworm to measure with, but I'm going to use something called a ruler. And on my ruler, one side has what we call centimeters. These are the smaller sections, and then the other side with the bigger sections, those are the inches. Do you see the numbers? So I'm going to use my ruler to measure some things at home. And in one of the learning kits that the teachers brought to your house, you should have a ruler too. So you'll probably want to go find the ruler that you got in your learning kit, and then you can do some measuring at home too. Well, the first thing I'm going to measure is a blue marker. Let's see how many inches long my marker is. So I'm going to put it right next to my ruler, and it looks, oh, there's number 5. But my marker is a little longer, so it looks like my marker is right there, about 5.5 inches long. Kind of like the robin's tail. Let's try something else. I also have a candle at my house. So I'm going to measure my candle, and we'll see if it's as long as my marker. So I'll put my candle next to my ruler. And my candle comes to just about 3 inches long. So my marker was up here 5.5 inches, but my candle is only 3 inches. And 3 is less than 5. So that means that my candle is not as long as my marker. It's shorter, isn't it? Yep, it's fewer inches. Let's try one more thing. I have a pretend flower, and I'll put my ruler here again, and let's see how tall that flower is. Oh my goodness. My flower looks like it is right up about there. My flower was right up here, 7.5 inches. So remember, my marker was 5.5 inches, but 7 is more than 5, so that means that my flower is longer than my marker. So you can find some things at home that you would like to measure, and you can see if you can find something that's 3 inches, like my candle, 5 inches, 7 inches. Maybe you can even find something to measure that's as long as your ruler, and that would be 12 inches. So have fun finding things in your house to measure, and then you can use the numbers on your ruler to see how long they are. That's all we have for today. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.